In this video, I will be showing you how to make over 26% return every single year consistently, and I'll also prove it to you guys with my trading strategy and my trading approach, as well as all my documented trades in this video. So if you like the sound of that, all I ask for is that you smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe, because if you have the mindset of making over 26% a year is A, difficult, and V, very, very hard, then make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to break that myth, not only in this video, but I've got hundreds of videos that have broken that myth in terms of how I approach the market using options. So, what I wanted to do first is break down from a monetary perspective, but as well as from a weekly perspective of how much you actually need to make to get over 26% a year. And I'll tell you why I've gone with 26% in this. So, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, know that I do a number of challenges. I've got a number of live, documented trades that I'm doing, and one of them doing, which I haven't posted an updated video for the last 3 weeks, which we'll go through the trades in this video, is my small account $11,000 challenge, which I'm trading on margin, and I'm trading the wheel strategy, or selling options kind of strategy. And what I've always said in that video is I'm looking to make $100 a week on average. And if I did do that, that is, in between a 0.75 to 1% return every single week as an average, which when you compound that yearly is, between 39 and 52% a year. Now, that might sound like a stretch, but as you'll see, I'm thereabouts, and I'm doing it quite comfortably. Yes, it's a skill. It takes time to learn, which is what this channel is dedicated to do, is to teach you guys the tools and the skills um, about how to grow your account consistently. And, some of my more unpopular videos, because they're not very clickbaity titles around, how to roll an option and all that kind of good stuff, is those are the most important videos where I'm actually, you know, giving you and teaching you the skill with live examples on how you can kind of achieve that. And again, all those links and what I think is the most important videos for you guys to learn this kind of skill is kind of down below. Now, the majority of my viewers are from my Forex background, or legacy people that when I used to trade Forex. And they are still my most popular videos today, where most of my viewers come from. So if you've subscribed to the channel as watching one of my Forex videos and you are watching this video, I strongly encourage you to listen and take some notes, or save this video and all the subsequent playlists that I'll be sharing in the link below on how you can achieve this. Because when I was trading Forex, I was spending more time and making between 8 to 10% return. Now I'm spending 90% less time looking at the charts and achieving in this bracket between 39 to 52% return. Now, it's over an average. Some weeks are negative, some weeks are positive, but majority of the time they are positive, and it nets out within that. And again, we'll go through the trades for my 11K challenge. So I encourage you guys to, and again, if you guys are interested, it's a very simple calculation. There are calculators out there, but if you have $5,000, for example, to invest, to make 1% a week, you need to make $50. Now that's easier said than done, because it's very hard to go make 52% a year. But just quantifying that on a 5K account to make $50 a week from a monetary perspective doesn't sound that difficult. And in my view, that is quite straightforward to do. But then, if that's what you want to make, $50 a week, and you had a 50K account, one, two, three, right? You need to be making less than 0.25% if it's a monetary goal versus a percentage goal. So that's something that you need to think about on what it is. But This is slight, obviously, the higher you go is slightly harder, but this here, this level here, my personal opinion, and I've been hitting this consistently for 2 years and higher than this number. Um, I believe I'm at the stage of my trading career where I should be consistently hitting around the 0.75% and over mark. And it will vary based on account sizes, stocks that I'm in, and there are macroeconomic factors. The market is down, etc. But I'm still making 26% plus a year. And a lot of people talk about, being assigned options and holding shares and all of that stuff. I've gone through that in the last 2 years. But what I've kind of shifted my mindset and my content, in my example, my Coinbase rolling thing where I sold an in the money put on Coinbase. Coinbase is tanked. I'm now rolling my option down and out. And if those terminologies new, I suggest watching that playlist where I'm going to be in a position now where I'll be exiting that position with a gain. And when you average it out, it's within the zero point 0.5 to 0.75% in a week. Now, for me, having done this for a while, it seems quite easy in my head, and I appreciate that for people that are brand new trying to learn this and want to make, 0.5% return a week or 26% return a year, that might be difficult. So that's why I suggest, you know, subscribing, go back in my last options videos because it is a skill, and I might put a course out on YouTube on there because again, I don't pay for courses and all these types of different things on really, and I might title it, how to make 26% a year consistently or something like that. I don't know, but if you're interested in that, like this video and comment down below if that's what you want to see. So let's go into the trade. So I've been selling options on Meta now for 15 weeks, and I've and I've got videos that go through the last 12 weeks in the playlist, which is down below. And I've just highlighted weeks 13 to 15 because I haven't done a video for 3 weeks. And all my trades are here so you guys can see the time when I bought them, when I sold them, all that kind of good stuff. It's just more for transparency purposes. So I'm not going to relate to this. It's just for you guys can see and pause the video and kind of have a look. But what I've been doing with this one particular option contract is rolling it every single week, right? And the bit I want to take away from this in the last 3 weeks, if I highlight my buyback and my selling, I've made uh, let's do it this way. Actually, you got whoops. So if I highlight this, I have made $376. Now, if you divide that by three, right, that is, you know, over what's that? Just over $100 a week. And if we go back to the 11K mark, I'm averaging at 1%. However, you'll see here, and for those who are familiar with this, is I've got into trouble. And this is the key bit is how do you get yourself out of trouble with these trades? So if I take this amount over here, you see some big numbers here, but if you net them out, um, I made $307 um, across 5 weeks. So if we do that, 307 divided by five, that's 61.40 a week. Which, again, if you net that one out, I'm somewhere in between this mark over here. So what I'm saying is there is going to be fluctuations. Things are going to move against you. And, we'll see when we look at the final numbers below where I'm tracking in this challenge across here. And again, you can go back, see every single week. I've shown you the screenshots. You can see it that, this is possible to do. And again, I've got 11K account, right? Yes, I'm trading on margin. I can probably find a stock like Coinbase that is under 11 grand that I can do this without margin pretty consistently. But I like Meta. I like them as a company. They are, down. So if we just look at Meta before I show, you know, for the last month, Meta is down 13.4%. And I'm in a position here where you'll see in a second where I'm actually in a gain on this stock. So again, whether the stock's trading up or it's trading down or sideways, I have the skill set in the toolbox to trade options to be able to make money. So if we look now to see where we are, so this one particular contract that I've been rolling since the first week has made me a total of $1,300, which is $89 a week across the 15 weeks, which works out to be 0.81% weekly and 42% annually. So that puts me, in between the 0.75 and 1% weekly, which is great, and it's not been, when I say it's not been difficult, you got to realize I've got experience in this. But what I'm saying is if you learn and take the time for this skill, you can get to this position quite easily, especially if you learn through me, because I'll just give it to you straight. Now, for those of you who know, I did get margin called on two other contracts. So I had three contracts running at the same time because the account was big enough to do three. I got margin called because Meta went against me very quickly, and two of them closed out. Now that cost me, when my broker closed out those trades, it cost me $599 to close out that trade. So my actual account gain in relative terms is $743. Now, even if you do that across the same logic we're talking about over the 15 weeks, that's still $50 a week, just under 0.5% a week, and a yearly gain of 23%. Hence why this video, is talking about how to, make 23-26% a year, which is around the 0.5% mark. So even with that loss of $600, I am still averaging just under 0.5% return a year, which is compounded at 26%. I've now learned from my mistake and not to have more than one contract, so I am making up for this loss, which I have done. So my overall year to date over the 15 weeks return is currently sitting at 6.87% return, which again, if I stopped now, I didn't really have to place this last trade, which I placed yesterday. I don't think Meta's going to 147 today, which is Friday when I'm recording the video. I think it's trading at 139. Very unlikely. It depends on jobs report coming out today and all that kind of good stuff. But I could have closed out this whole position, taken my $743, made 7% in 15 weeks. And again, the whole market is, we looked at Meta, didn't we? Like, yeah, we're about let's go 6 months. Meta is down 38%. If we go to the SPY, or they did have a year to date one. If we look at the SPY year to date, we're down 21%. So I could not do any more trading and beat the market. But, I'm here to make compounded gains yearly, every single year, with the goal to make, where the goal of this one has always been $100 a week, which is just under 1% return, which I'm currently behind on this one contract, but way behind if we look at it as a total. But I'll still take this. I'll still take a 23% return on 11K investment. And the beauty of this thing is, outside of the psychological aspect, it doesn't matter whether it's 11K or 1, 2, 3, or even 100K. Because we're talking about absolute percentage returns here, the money just becomes, you just scale. The effort I need to put in on a 100K account versus a 5K account is no different. There are going to be bigger absolute numbers, i.e. 750 a week versus whatever it was, versus $83 a week, and you'll have bigger negatives in there when things move against you. But even in this position where I was struggling, it's just, you just have to deal with it and not worry about the numbers from that perspective. And I think every week I have rolled out for a net gain. I think I should probably put the net results of each week on here, but I've always rolled for a credit. It might be small, like $5, $38, etc. But I've always made money every single week. Even if I took a loss, I look at it from an overall perspective, which I have taken. I've taken $600 in losses and still making 0.5% a week. So I really hope this is starting to make sense to you, where if someone says to you, you can't make 26% a year consistently, I would challenge them on this, because I'm proving it. I'm showing you the weekly trades. If you want to learn with me, again, I've got a coaching one-to-one coaching on there, which again take advantage of that if you want to learn how to do this on there. And on the screen now, we'll have two other challenges: my day trading for a living and how to roll options. Again, I'm showing those trades every single week on how things are going on. Strongly suggest you check those. The links will also be down below, and I shall see you guys in the next video.